Hey everyone, Jeff here, back with another vinyl update. The other day I went to Flipside Records in Pompton Lakes, New Jersey. I've been there a couple times. I'm pretty sure I've talked about them on this channel. And it's just a phenomenal store, and whenever I have an opportunity to get there, I make sure that I go. So if there's a website, I'll link it down below and you can check it out. Really, really good store. Highly recommended. So I got a big haul of stuff, and I'm just gonna dive straight into what I got. Griffith Park Collection is what we're gonna be listening to here. It's a collaboration between Stanley Clarke, Chick Corea, Joe Henderson, Freddie Hubbard, and Lenny White. So very big names in jazz. Most of them were in Return to Forever, and as you can hear, this is not in the vein of Return to Forever. Much more traditional sounding jazz, but very, very good stuff. So this is highly recommended. Also picked up Who Are You by The Who. This is, of course, a classic album. Very, very good music. Also got Vivaldi's Four Seasons. This is on RCA, and it is really good. I'm getting more and more into classical music, and you know, I'm not an expert by any stretch, but just listening to a lot of the essential works and beginning to appreciate it a lot more. This is really good stuff. I also got Synchronicity by The Police. I always assumed The Police were just kind of an average 80s like pop rock band, but this is phenomenal music, really good stuff. So highly recommended from my direction. This is good. Also picked up a copy of The Mob. I just saw this and it looked kind of interesting. I think these guys are like a blue-eyed soul, you know, a white soul group, and yeah, so we'll see how it is. It's only $1, so the price was right. Also picked up Downwind by Gong. I've talked about Gong, I think in my previous video I talked a little bit about Gong. One of my favorite progressive rock groups, and this is an album I didn't have. So very good stuff on here. Chick Corea's Secret Agent. Haven't listened to this one yet, but I don't think it's supposed to be a great album, but I'm on the lookout for Chick Corea, so cool to get that one. Also got Fuse 1, which is another jazz release on CTI Records, and it's got a lot of big names on it. Stanley Clarke, Larry Coryell, John McLaughlin. So I'm excited to give this a spin. I picked up a copy of Soft Machines 4, and this is just mind-blowing music. Very experimental sounding jazz rock. And, you know, if you're into that sort of stuff at all, this is definitely one to check out. Very, very cool stuff. From here on out, most of what I have to show is dollar bin stuff. So, Stravinsky, the Firebird, and Petrushka Suites. These were conducted by him as well. There he is right there. I really love The Rite of Spring, so hopefully this one is as good as that. Also got Misspent Youth by Shy. These guys were like a British hard rock band, I think. So probably not the sort of thing I'll be spinning off in, but for $1 you can't really go wrong. Quartet by Ultravox. This is the first album of theirs that I bought, and I haven't had a chance to listen to it yet. But that was cool to find. Also got Closer to Home by Grand Funk. I really dig a lot of the Grand Funk that I've heard, so to get this for $1 was very cool. Also picked up Sky 3. I recently bought their first album, and I keep meaning to show it in one of my videos. Maybe in my next one I will. But anyway, I saw this for $1 and I had to pick it up. So Sky 3, I got that one. Permanent Waves by Rush. I've had this on CD forever, and it's one of my favorite albums. So when I saw this for 10 bucks, I really had to get it, and very, very happy to finally have this in my Rush collection. So very cool. Next here, there are a lot of U2 albums that I found in the dollar bin, really cheap and in really great shape, more importantly. So I never actually purchased any, I've never listened to really any YouTube beyond like what I've heard on the radio. So this should serve as a good introduction. So I got Boy, The Unforgettable Fire, October, War, and Live Under a Blood Red Sky. So I think all those albums should hopefully serve as a good introduction into U2, and I look forward to listening to all of those records. I also picked up an upgrade copy of Who's Next by The Who. You know, it is a later pressing, as you can see, but my other copy was just really trashed. I bought it, you know, for 50 cents or whatever. But this was $1, and it looks in really great shape. So cool to finally get that one. Shaken and Stirred by Robert Plant. Singer for Led Zeppelin, of course, if you're not familiar. So I haven't listened to this one yet, but that was cool to find for $1. For some reason, I think I might already have that one, but I'm not sure. I'll look later. Anyway, No Rest for the Wicked by Helix. I don't know anything about this album, but it looked interesting, and it looked metal, and for $1, I figured I'd give it a shot. So I picked that up. I got the soundtrack to Woodstock, which is something I've wanted for a while, and this was triple LP set was only $1. So of course, you know, you've got Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young, Jimi Hendrix, Jefferson Airplane, Santana, The Who, lots of cool stuff on here, and I'm very excited to hear it. Also got Welcome by Santana. This cover you can't really see that well, but it's, you know, kind of indent there. Very cool. I found a very good copy of Don't Look Back by Boston. That was cool to find on vinyl. Got Sea Level, the self-titled album. I have another album from Sea Level, which is Chuck Leavell. That's his project. The other album that I've heard from Sea Level I really, really like. So hopefully this one is on par with that one. So cool to get that one for $1. Ooh, I also finally got Made in Japan by Deep Purple. This is something that I've just wanted forever, but I've never seen a good copy of it, you know, within my price range. And this was $5. So, you know, it's got ring wear, someone wrote their name on it, but, you know, I really don't mind, and I'm very excited to finally get to hear that. Picked up a copy of Alpha by Asia. I've heard this album before on CD, and I don't remember caring for it too much, but for $1, I'll get the Roger Dean artwork. That looks really nice. And these last two here are really cool. The Concert for Bangladesh box set, you know, complete triple LP set with the booklet, you know, full color, lots of really cool images in here. And I only paid $3 for the whole box set, and the vinyl looks pretty clean too. So this was one of the best finds that I got while I was there. And last but not least, The Lamb Lies Down on Broadway by Genesis. I've already had a copy of this one, but my previous copy had a really just nasty scratch on it, so I figured that I'd buy an upgrade. And this is one of my favorite albums. You know, you want to talk about music that takes you somewhere, and that's what this really does. So anyway, that is the end of my vinyl update. Hope you enjoyed looking at my finds from Flipside Records, and thanks to everyone for watching.